Hi, today we're going to look at something called cross products. Cross products is looking at where we are learning to multiply multi-digit numbers. So by multi-digit numbers I mean an equation like 23 times 37. So it's different from the normal partitioning we've been looking at. We've got both numbers in this equation being two-digit numbers. So when we had an equation like we've had in the past, like 3 times 37, we could easily partition the 37 into its tens and its ones and cover all the equations we needed to do. But when we've got an equation like 23 times 37, it's a lot harder to split the numbers and make sure we cover all of the equations we need to. So to solve an equation like 23 times 37, we're going to have to use an array to make sure we cover all the equations we need to end up solving it correctly. So what we do is, again, we use place value and we split each number into its tens and its ones. So it's 20 and 3 for 23, 30 and 7 for 37, and then we perform the equations that we need to. So we start with the first one. It's where these two lines meet is where we have an equation. So as you can see here, we're going to have 4 equations to solve. Right, so what we need to do now is to solve those equations that we've identified from the point there, 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 and there, where the lines meet as we looked at before. So what we need to do now is solve them. So 30 times 20, we move down our 2 zeros. What's left is 2 times 3, 6, so we have 600. 30 times 3 is 90. The next equation we have to do is 7 times 20, which is 140. So we have 140 in there, and then our last equation is 7 times 3, which is 21. Now what we have to do is to add the equations together. So 600 plus 90 is 690. 140 plus 21 is 161. And then we use standard written form to add them together. So 0 plus 1 for our ones is 1. 9 plus 6 is 15 in our tens, so we hold the 5 there. Bring the 10 lot of 10 over. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 1 is 8, and our answer is 851. So that's how we do cross products. Let's have a look at another example. So this time we'll try 42 times 21. So again we split the 40 into its tens and its ones, which is 40 plus 2, and we split the 20 into its tens and its ones, which is 20 plus 1. Then we've got to complete the 4 equations that we identified before. Where those two meet, where 20 and 2 meet, where 1 and 40 meet, and where 1 and 2 meet. So as you can see, we're using a grid array to identify the questions. Okay, so let's solve those equations. So why don't we start with the easy ones first. So down here, where 1 and 2 meet, 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 40 is 40. We'll do the easy ones for the 20. 20 times 2 is 40. 20 times 40, so take down our 2 zeros. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we'll solve the 4 equations. So that's step 1 done. Step 2, let's start adding the answers together. So 800 plus 40 is 840. 40 plus 2 is 42. Adding our 2 answers together, do the ones first. 0 plus 2 is 2, the tens, 4 plus 4 is 8, and in the hundreds, 8 plus nothing is 8, and our answer is 882.